How's it going, guys? I'm Seth.
I'm Zach.
And we are here after the blue-white game. It was a defensive showing. It was 10-0. Blue team won. Quarterbacks played on both sides of the ball. There were some good takeaways there. Spring practice comes to an end now. Zach, what are your initial thoughts on this game?
I mean, like you said, defense, the pass rush was outstanding all game. That's part of the reason why the white team didn't score a single point. It felt like every time Mo dropped back to pass, there was someone just on him immediately. And same for the white defensive lineman going against the blue team tonight. And Sutton had 2 sacks today. He's a guy that James has been very excited about throughout the entire spring, and he showed it today. James, after this, he just said he thinks he's basically unblockable. And I think that was the biggest takeaway. It was very defensive. I think another guy that stepped up was Tony Rojas. Early enrollee, 9 tackles, tackle for loss, pass breakup. He's put on 29 pounds since he's been here, and he's doing that already. He's only been on campus for a few months. I think he's another guy that should be watched as the season goes on. Maybe he can carve out a role of some sort, who knows. But yeah, that's my takeaway.
You mentioned denied Minnesota, and Franklin just said that he views him as a starter, despite him being on the white side of the ball, which had less, expected starters. Tony Rojas was great. KJ Winston's another guy on defense who stepped up today. I think on the offensive side of the ball, wasn't the prettiest showing, but that also kind of has to do with the play calling due to the weather and the slippery fields, trying to limit injuries. We're looking closely at these wide receivers right now. There's a battle for the number 3 spot right now. Kent State transfer Dante Cephas is not yet on campus, so it's a little hard to evaluate the complete scope of the room. But Amari Evans and Caden Saunders really stepped up. I mean, Amari had 5 receptions for 80 yards and a touchdown. Saunders was, a little more than 50 receiving yards, despite the quarterback struggles. And it was overall just a pretty good showing for them. I think Amari Evans, Trey Wallace mentioned last week that Amari could, be that guy who takes that number 3 spot, at least until Cephas gets on campus. But we can't necessarily talk about that yet with players.
And post-game, the 3rd wide receiver came up, I think, had to have been at least 5 times.
Yeah.
But he noted that a guy stepped up today. I think everyone knows he's referring to Amari Evans today. He also did mention Caden Saunders, but Amari came in here as kind of a raw prospect, 3-star receiver. He was just a fast guy, deep threat, but now he's kind of refining his skills in route running. The touchdown he had, there was no one near him. He was wide open, and he's kind of turned into a true receiver. He had the only touchdown of the game, wide open on multiple occasions, multiple 20-yard receptions. It sounds like he's kind of sort of separating himself from the pack a little bit, but we'll see when West Virginia comes.
That's the options. I mean, Franklin mentioned that if the second best tight end is better than the 3rd wide receiver, they potentially move to 12 personnel and shift their whole offense. Franklin's been extremely high on the tight ends, despite Tyler Warren and Theo Johnson both out today with injuries. So we'll kind of see how that goes on. But Neil Dinkins is also, exciting coaches this offseason. So there are options. The transfer portal could be in play, which could be alluding to Dante Cephas without actually saying his name. Franklin mentioned that he's going to, pick any great player if they're available and they want to come. He's going to pick them up in the transfer portal. He mentioned they need some more help at wide receiver and also defensive tackle. We saw Hakeem Beeman was out today. He started last year at DT. So we'll see how that kind of plays out. We got some months to go though before week 1, so
A lot will change.
it's all going to come together eventually. But anyway, this is a blue-white breakdown pretty much. So I'm Seth.
I'm Zach.
Thank you.
So
Follow along at Collegian Footblog on Twitter and Collegian on PSU.